Hi guys, my name is Kelly Garcia, and I'm doing my final discussion presentation on the S-Run-R. Yeah, I'm excited. I love the Zoom feature here right now. Oh, there you go. Sorry. Um, the S-Run-R, basically it's survey, read, underline, note-taking, review. You survey by skimming the ready, skimming the headings for like 5 minutes. Then you write down the headings of the name. You write down the name of the headings right before, and then you start reading, but you don't take notes. You just start reading. Then you underline or highlight the text after you had finished reading, which you probably kind of skim through that. And then you do some note taking after you do all that. You summarize like the key ideas of what you've read, just to make sure you guys can read all that. Then you just review your notes. You add some symbols or do some extra underlining in their notes. Review the headings again because it usually gives you like the main idea. And then you try like to study questions at the end of the readings. Most readings do have study questions, so you can do that. Yeah, and this reading method is usually used for like the hardest reading assignments that you have. For me, I struggle with like any like medical or like sciencey ones because the big words they get to me. Next is some research that I found. Most of the research, all this research I am giving is from the Van Blorkom reading. Basically says that Um, the S1R helps you identify the main ideas of the reading you have by reading the four headings. You get repetition a lot because of all the different things you're doing. Like you're separately doing each step. You're separately reading. That's how you learn like the moral, like the whole story for the most part. And then you do underlining and highlighting. You're reading kind of again, to find that information. And then, or no, first you're note taking. I don't remember the order right now, but and you're note taking and stuff like that, and you're rereading again and again, and that really helps you. That's what he says. Um, and it also increases your comprehension because you're separately doing the note taking, the highlighting. Since you're separately doing this, you're like doing it in small chunks instead of doing it all together at once. And then you're also writing your notes in your own words, which helps because it helps you like like you're understanding instead of just copying and pasting. It also prepares you to like look back at these notes and look back at the highlights to look for like when you have a test and you need it to study. Helps you with that. How I applied the S run, I applied it to the Rainer article as I had provided these. Oh, there's some pictures right here. Some pictures right there. I use it because it's honestly one of the hardest readings I read in this class. Again, it's more sciencey. I understood most of it, but sometimes I really need help with science because this is a psychological article, and then my brain just kind of goes that way when it comes to stuff like that. So breaking it apart in like these small chunks from what I learned, I thought this would be a perfect one. And the article is pretty long to me, so I felt like the S run was the easiest thing that I could use, and it really did help because I also have repetition methods, so hopefully I believed it would help me remember. I actually did enjoy the S-Run R method. I thought it was beneficial to me remembering, understanding. It also helped me with the lengthy reading. Like I hate reading. So it really helped me. Being able to like do those small chunks reading, note taking, all that separately was great for me. Um, I do think it was a lot of work. And I did feel a little overwhelmed reading it. I think with the needs, because I feel like doing all these things separately also takes more time in my head. I don't know, but I think it took a little bit more time. So I thought there should be like a 5 minute recess or a 5 minute break in between some of that. That would help me a little bit more. Um, like I said, I feel like from my personal experience, I feel like people would also get tired in the middle of it, like I did. I think we need a 5 minute break. For those people who are like students are like me that don't really like reading, and this takes a little bit more steps than we usually want to do because we just want to do everything to get out of the way. I think a little 5 minute break would be very helpful for those students, especially students who also have like a small attention span. That's also me, which is why I don't like long readings or heavy readings because I my brain just starts like so this was a doing note taking and highlighting separately was very beneficial. I think it's very helpful to do that, but it is a lot heavy, so I think there should be like a 5 minute break. Not too long, not too short break, but just like a 5 minutes good enough. Also, for the note taking, for me, note taking, I feel like doing it separately is a little hard for me. I like note taking like on the article itself or on the book itself. So I'm assuming that when they say note taking, it's like a different, like you're doing on a piece of paper. I think note taking as you're reading, like on a separate side, is very helpful. It's always helped me. And for any students who do need that, I think that will want them to be able to do that. So I would provide that for them. I think that's what I would do with those type of students after I reference myself or how I did. So I'm like thinking, and also like the break will also help them motivate to keep reading and finish it. And that's the end. Thank you.